Medieval India, page number 141, chapter number 12. Last paragraph on page 141. The Gujarat campaign was not a complete failure. While it did not add to the Mughal territories, it destroyed forever the threat posed to the Mughals by Bahadur Shah. Humayun was now in a position to concentrate all his resources in the struggle against Sher Shah and the Afghans. Soon after, Bahadur Shah was drowned in a scuffle with the Portuguese on board one of their ships. This ended whatever danger remained from the side of Gujarat. Sher Khan. During Humayun's absence from Agra, February 1535 to February 1537, Sher Khan had further strengthened his position. He had made himself the unquestioned master of Bihar. The Afghans from far and near had rallied around him. Though he continued to profess loyalty to the Mughals, he systematically planned to expel the Mughals from India. He was in close touch with Bahadur Shah, who had helped him with heavy subsidies. These resources enabled him to recruit and maintain a large and efficient army, which included 1200 elephants. Shortly after Humayun's return to Agra, he had used this army to defeat the Bengal king and compel him to pay an indemnity of 13 lakh dinars on gold coins. After equipping a new army, Humayun marched against Sher Khan and besieged Chunar. Towards the end of the year, Humayun felt it would be dangerous to leave such a powerful fort behind, threatening his line of communications. However, the fort was strongly defended by Afghans. Despite the best efforts by the master gunner Rumi Khan, it took 6 months for Humayun to capture it. In the meanwhile, Sher Khan captured by treachery the powerful fort of Rohtas, where he could leave his family in safety. He then invaded Bengal for a second time and captured Gaur, its capital. Thus, Sher Khan completely outmaneuvered Humayun. Humayun should have realized that he was in no position to offer a military challenge to Sher Khan without more careful preparations. However, he was unable to grasp the political and the military situation facing him. After his victory over Gaur, Sher Khan made an offer to Humayun that he would surrender Bihar and pay an annual tribute of 10 lakh of dinars if he was allowed to retain Bengal. It is not clear how far Sher Khan was sincere in making this offer, but Humayun was not prepared to leave Bengal to Sher Khan. Bengal was a land of gold, rich in manufacturers, and center for foreign trade. Moreover, the king of Bengal, who had reached Humayun's camp in a wounded condition, urged the resistance to Sher Khan was still continuing. All these factors led Humayun to reject Sher Khan's offer and decide upon a campaign to Bengal. Soon after the Bengal king succumbed to his wounds, Humayun had thus to undertake the campaign to Bengal all alone. Humayun's march to Bengal was purposeless, as was the prelude to the disaster which overtook his army at Chausa almost a year later. Sher Khan had left Bengal and was in South Bihar. He let Humayun advance into Bengal without opposition so that he might disrupt Humayun's communications and bottle him up in Bengal. Arriving at Gaur, Humayun quickly took steps to establish law and order, but this did not solve any of his problems. His situation was made worse by an attempt of his younger brother Hindal to assume the crown himself at Agra. Due to this, the Sher Khan's activities, Humayun was totally cut off from all news and supplies from Agra. After a stay of 3 to 4 months at Gaur, Humayun started back for Agra, leaving a small garrison behind. Despite the rumblings of discontent in the nobility, the rainy season and the constant harrying attacks of the Afghans, Humayun managed to get his army back to Chausa near Buxar without any serious loss. This was a big achievement for which Humayun deserves credit. Meanwhile, Kamran had Kamran had advanced from Lahore to quell Hindal's rebellion at Agra. Though not disloyal, Kamran made no attempt to send reinforcements to Humayun, which might have swung the military balance in the favor of Mughals. Despite these setbacks, Humayun was still confident of success against Sher Khan, and he forgot that he was facing an Afghan army which was very different from the one year before. It had gained battle experiences and confidence under the leadership of the most skillful general of the Afghans ever produced. Misled by an offer of peace from Sher Khan, Humayun crossed to the eastern bank of Karmasa River, giving full scope to the Afghan horsemen encamped there to attack. Humayun showed not only bad political sense but a bad generalship as well. He chose his ground badly and allowed himself to be taken unawares. Thank you everyone for tuning in. In the next part, we'll start with the next paragraph on page number 143. All the best for exams. On your screen right now, there would be links to the previous video and the playlist that we have specially curated for all of you. Do look at it for the exam perspective, and soon we'll be bringing some more videos for your help. Thank you everyone for tuning in. All the best for exams, and do share and subscribe the channel for more videos. Thank you.